You're welcome to my channel. This is the Era Traders FX again. You're welcome to this session of analysis. Again, this is the Era Traders FX. You're welcome. If you're new here, this is what we do. We trade the synthetic market, we analyze, and get our biases for various pairs and various synthetic pairs, right? All right. If you're joining us, please, where are you joining us from? Your name and where you're joining us from. The pair that you want us to analyze. We have one person in here already. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Your name and where you're joining us from, and the pair that you want us to do. Oh, your name, my boss. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You are welcome. You're welcome. Step out. Step 500. Price didn't break this low. Now let me show you guys what happened there. Price didn't take out this low, right? I told you guys the last time that if that liquidity, so-called liquidity engineering we hold, it will have to take out that low, right? So price never took out the low. If you had taken out the low, would have expected this to happen. So let me show you what happened. This is the daily time frame. Remember, this is your validation point. That's your validation point, and this is your invalidation. Now go to our 1 hour time frame. What are we looking for? The 1 hour new areas of liquidity and liquidity engineering, basically. So this is the liquidity engineering that is clearly shown here on the 1 hour time frame. You don't need to go down to 15 minutes to even adjust anything. It's so clear. So that was what happened on this pair. So that was what happened. The price has broken through, then would have expected a push to the downside. The price is still bullish, still wants to push to the upside. Please, what pair do you want me to analyze today? Okay. I have seen a lot of comments. Okay. My bro from Zimbabwe will be ready to share some deep things for us in this session. So if they call any pair, I might as well just give you to do the analysis. So just get ready. We have Joel from Asaba, you're welcome. We have Daisy from Lagos. We have good evening, brother. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, V75. Okay, let me just follow the order. V75 is the first one. Remember the last time we did V75, we are in profit basically from that analysis. So let's go. So we're doing V75. Let me just add this to. Let me just add all the pairs here to affect my original. Okay, so let me just go to V75 quickly. So from the last, this was what we analyzed from the last class session, and we're in profit from this entry, right? Like I said, it was 2 entry, 1 year, and price used this as structural liquidity for that level above, right? So it's something like this. It's something like this. There was a push to the up, drop, push to the upside, then there was this change of character, then this is like a structural liquidity for this. So price took it out and dropped. So that's what we did the last time. And this is where price, that's on Sunday, that was what we did. and price took a first SL on this one after giving us little retracement, right? And price now currently is in profit. Now let me show you what I'm expecting. I'll just take this to this side so that I'll have clarity. Then now, so now where did the shift occur? We have a lot of many shifts here. We'll see. We have this, we have this, we have this. Then if you look at this, the major shift, since we had this break of to the up, the major shift might be as well with this. But then again, let's not stress. Let's not stress. Just go to another time frame. So let's see 2 hours time frame and see where we can clearly possibly see the shift clearly. These 2 hours. Let me see 4 hours. Okay, so on the 4 hour time frame, we will clearly see that there was a shift here to the downside. So these are like our shifts, and this is these are shifts, and these are sweep that makes this eye protected, right? So from here, this is your validation, this is your invalidation. So from here to this up is an area you want to sell from, right? So basically, I feel what price is currently doing is giving you your structural liquidity that will be taken out later in the future. So if this should happen, break to this down, know that the price will come back here and will now short again. So this is my analysis. We're still on this sell, right? Don't rush into the trade. We're still on the sell, but wait for price to give you all that it wants to give you, right? So if this low is taken out, if that low is taken out, then this becomes the structural liquidity that we'll use for that level, right? So I don't know, maybe if you guys can't see my analysis very well, just inform me so that I can make them big. I can boot them rather. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing on, without going to the lower time frames like 1 hour to see, but just from here I could see things. Sorry, excuse me. If this should happen, then I should expect this. So this is my view on V75. We are still bearish. So that's that on V75. The next we have here is V25. Now V25, like we said the last time, V25 did break the structure to the upside right now. I dropped this analysis the last time and I said that this is what we'll be expecting. So price is still going to drop. Like I said the last time, price is still going to drop, but right now we can actually see we can buy minorly, then we can buy from these levels. Like I said the last time, price hasn't really moved significantly since then. So can buy from here, but then again, this one, there's no structural liquidity that will be used unless price will want to use this low as a structural liquidity. So on the price maybe take out that level, then we can push the buy. But for this is clear setup. This clear setup. Let me see if it's at the 50% of the range. Yes, it's at the 50%. So this is a very good one, a very good trade setup to look out for. So yeah, that's that. Nothing much. Can as well look for sales to the downside, but preferably I just wait for the buy. I think on the 1 hour time frame or lower time frame, I saw a sell pattern, something like that. That might hold. Let me just share it so that, although quite messy, but then again, it's a possibility. So there was a sweep of this eye, a break of structure to the downside. Then this is structural liquidity. So this whole other block here. So this 30 minutes, remember. So let me just use 15 minutes to do the to draw the block to reduce. Okay, so you see that area there, this becomes protected, like I said. So take note, you can also take some cells down, right? But it's not really advisable to counter trade. But then again, you can also do something like this, makes sense, right? So you can also just do something, a quick one, quick one, quick one, quick one. So yeah, that's that. As that. Remember, we are still targeting that low. But our advice, don't hold the trade for long. They might just reverse back to your entry and maybe take you out and still drop. So you can also take your TP from here, immediately price it here. So that's that for V25. Let me see the next one we have here. Let's do V100 and V25. Okay, I've done V25. So I'll be doing V100 now. So V100, basically, you know our trend for V100. We have been bearish on V100, right? We have been bearish on V100, and now let me show you guys what I'm expecting. This was what happened previously. This was the structural liquidity for this protected eye that price used to take this TP, right? So that was what happened previously. Now, what is happening now currently? So this shift market structure, that's actually your character there. That's the sweep, making this protected, right? Making that protected. So let me use this one as my structural liquidity and this as my. I don't like using line, but then again, let me. So there's a sweep of this eye. There's a break of structure to the down. There is structural liquidity. That's this break of structure to the down that gives this structural liquidity. Then quick one, you can also see that there's an area of liquidity inside here. So this area now, I want to go to the 1 hour time frame to look out for my. I can actually just mark out the whole zone, right? But then again, I want to go to from 4 hours. So we have this liquidity engineering flip, and we have this zone here. So these are two. For me, I'll prefer the up one because that's where price might likely come to react from. So we are still bearish. So this is what I have for V100. So it's still in line with this zone. But you see now we are now precise on where we want to enter from because of the area of liquidity. So this is what I have, or you can also just shift your stop loss above here to be safe, and you are good to go. You are good to go. That's what I have. That's what I have for V100. So save it, right? V751S. Okay, from Zambia, you're welcome. Thank you. Please, can you use the opportunity to explain equity engineering to us? Okay, after I'm done with V75, I'll do that. Then, why do you think the V75S trade we took on Sunday? Why do you think? Okay, maybe you're asking why I took the trade for the buy, right? Although after moving massively in profit, then dropped for some time. I've done V25 already, was engineering liquidity flip. Okay, these are two questions now. Then, sir, please help me with your fee setting. DM me now. You know where to. You can DM me. You have my number now, so DM me. I'll send it to you. Okay. So where do I start from? I'm starting from V751S. So V751S. There's nothing really much on that pair right now. To be very honest, I'm not even looking at it now because it's quite. It's not really okay. So this was the trade that we took the last time that gave us this profit before dropping, right? Before dropping, right? So why I took it was because basically I saw a clean validation and invalidation point, right? I saw a clean validation and invalidation point, and I saw my liquidity engine and I entered from there, and that was it. You understand? It's not really that deep. But now currently, what I'm now saying is that on the 24-hour time frame, there's a liquidity engineering flip that price is currently reacting from. And because of that, I'm not saying that any buy will hold again because this is like basically what's happening. So for now, maybe if you see a sell, you can as well take a sell. This is what I'm saying. This is liquidity engineering here. Somebody that asked about flip. A liquidity engineering that failed to hold price. Once price comes back into it, it might as well sell to the down because of this previous liquidity engineering flip engineering that did not hold price to buy, right? So that was what happened. And for me, this is going to take out this low because of that idea. You understand? Because of that idea. So there's nothing really much to do here currently because price has really gone deep, right? And it's not even giving a nice structure to really join the trade. Do you understand? So yeah. And if you look, this whole zone is at the 50% of this whole range. Is above it. This half is above it. So yeah, that's what I have for V75. One. So that's that. Okay, now these to the questions. We can use the opportunity to explain the liquidity engineering to us. All right, brother, over to you. My bro, over to you. I can hear you. Can you hear me? You can share your screen, all right? Try sharing your screen so that you will see your screen so that you can see. Answer this question. Please, can you use this opportunity to explain liquidity engineering to us so we can explain it out to them?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Okay, sure. Do I know what I am doing here?
Do you see anywhere to share your screen? If you see, then definitely it will be there now. You see something like present, click present, like you see my own now. You see present or invite. Yeah, that plus sign. The yeah, that's where to share.
Shit. Entire screen. So you guys can see my screen, right?
We can't see it now. We can't see
Can you
now. Let me.
see
I've
the
removed my
screen?
own. I removed my own, but I can't see it. Has not appeared here. Where I can add it to the main screen. So I'm not sure you shared yet. So try sharing again. Click this laptop sign with a plus at the middle. That's where you will see present or share.
Wait.
You will see present or share.
Can you see my screen?
Wait, not yet. Have you? Is it showing shared there?
Yeah. Wait. Let me try again. But
Right.
I'd actually pressed share.
You can share your entire screen. You can choose to share your entire screen. You can choose to share just like that.
Wait. Sorry.
No problem, brother.
Just
Please, you can drop your questions down so that once we are just be answering them. Somebody is still asking liquidity flip, engineering liquidity flip, and engineering liquidity. So yeah,
all right. Let me see. So what am I supposed to do here?
is it? Have you shared?
Okay. So you're seeing my screen, right?
Not yet. If you share, I will see it on my interface. Then I'll add it to this main screen. That's the whole
Oh,
thing.
wait.
It's not really okay. I've seen it. I've seen it.
So now you are seeing my screen, right?
Yeah, I'm adding it right away. Okay, can you guys can see it now, right? Okay, so go ahead. Engineering liquidity, that's the first question. Please, can you use the opportunity to explain liquidity engineering? That's the first question. Then the other one is what is engineering liquidity flip and what is liquidity engineering flip? So these are liquidity engineering flip and engineering liquidity flip is the same thing. So just yeah, explain. So yeah, that's it. Can go ahead.
Uh, okay, wait. Let me. Yeah. Where do I start? Okay, so firstly, the which one? This. Yo, wait. Is this?
You can use part instead. Use part instead of that. Instead of that,
Yeah.
yeah, use part.
Okay. So basically, this is what.
Sorry, bro.
So we have this structure on a higher time frame, right? We have, you know, this is validation, right? No, this is
Yeah.
ish. Yes, this is validation. Yes. Okay. I think this should be for a buy setup, right? Wait, let me do this. You? Sorry, but I am very getting confused here. Um, this one right here. Yeah. Okay. So this is the first for a sales setup. This should be the our liquidity engineering, right? So
Yeah.
on a chart, right? Yeah, we mark out this here. Let's say on this V75 4 hour, we have this high, we have this should be
Sweep.
here.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yes. Well, also let's say this sweep as well right here. If I am to use these ones, this one right here, this is the sweep, right? So no man, this one doesn't work. Okay, let me look at the 4 hour time frame. So we have this one right here, this sweep right here, right?
Good. Good.
And then we have this one.
Just show them liquidity engineering.
Okay.
So after you see your sweep, your break of structure, then the eye that was swept before. Yeah, that's it. So
Okay.
put your
This
entry
one right
trigger
here.
there.
This one right here.
That's your liquidity engineering. So what confirms
Yes.
that liquidity engineering to you is the structural liquidity, is the liquidity just above that eye that happened. So show them the liquidity. That liquidity before price entered your liquidity engineering, that eye right there
Oh,
is your
oh,
is your
this
liquidity.
one, the structural liquidity.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
But this
Okay.
one
I
now,
get it.
this kind of liquidity happened before price got into the zone. You understand? There are different types of
Mm,
liquidity. This one now happened before price got into the zone. So go ahead.
okay. MS2 is supposed to demonstrate liquidity engineering again.
Liquidity engineering flip next. That's the next one. So I hope you guys get what he said about liquidity engineering. Liquidity engineering basically your sweep, your break of structure,
Yes, we
the
have
eye that was
this sweep
swept.
right here,
Yeah,
which is
the eye that
this
was
one.
swept for yes, that eye that was
And
swept,
this is the
right?
entry.
That's
Mm,
your entry. So explain liquidity engineering flip. Or let me just go ahead and do it quickly.
okay.
Just still leave your screen. Just leave your screen on. Just still share in case I call you again. All right.
Okay.
So now this is. Let me use the V75 that I was using to explain. I've analyzed this already, so I just want to remove that. Now on the 4 hour time frame, from what he explained, that was a very good one. Now said that once you see a sweep of an eye, then a break of structure. This eye that was swept is your liquidity engineering. That's for the buy and sell. Then this is for the buy, sweep, then price coming back into this level. Is your liquidity engineering for a buy, this level. What confirms your liquidity engineering is your structural liquidity that might be below or above it. For this buy now, below it, above it, which is this. Then for this sell, just above below it. So yeah, you now enter your trade from these levels, which is your liquidity engineering. This is your liquidity engineering. This is your liquidity engineering. I hope that makes sense. This is your structural liquidity. This is your sweep, your break of structure, your second break of structure that gives you structural liquidity. And this is your sweep, this is your break of structure. Then this is your second break of structure that gives you structural liquidity. Then you buy from here. So that's it basically. That's what liquidity engineering is, right? That's what liquidity engineering is. So now that's the example you gave. Let me show you guys how to just know this thing easily. Now, what's liquidity engineering flip? Before I show you, so once you see liquidity engineering, you are expecting this is what you'll be expecting. You'll be expecting price to actually hold, right? But if the liquidity engineering did not hold like this, then price will come into your liquidity engineering flip and buy. I don't know if that makes sense. So this whole zone, this your liquidity engineering that failed is now what you use for a buy, for a short-term buy. Just buy to this the previous high. So now let me show you an example of what I just explained. Now let me show you an example of what I just explained. Now, if you look at this, you see that I'm just using year from here. This is your liquidity, this is your validation, and this is your invalidation, right? Now, price did not come into the liquidity engineering, right? Because there's a liquidity engineering flip here. Now, let me show you guys some. Let me go to lower to like 1 hour time frame to just show you. Price did not come here because there was a liquidity, and I showed you guys how to put your stop loss on liquidity engineering flip, right? So, just that you have a bigger stop loss, but sometimes you can get sniper entries. So this is your liquidity engineering here. But now, if you look at this, you see that there was a clean sweep of this low. Then before we had this break of structure to the upside. So this level here is your liquidity engineering that you expect it to hold the buy, but now fade. So price coming back into it will take the sell. Where are you going to put your stop? Although very big, but sometimes you can get sniper entries. If you are very lucky, you can put your stop loss just above this. Let me show you. So you have your zone like this. So this eye now, that this leg, yes, that eye of that leg is where your stop loss will be above it slightly. Then you are good to go. So I hope that makes sense. That's for liquidity. These are liquidity. Okay, it not really tap into it. Let me go for another example of liquidity engineering. Sorry. Now, clearly we could see a clean validation, then invalidation. From here, clearly we can just see our liquidity engineering. Or let me just go to the 1 hour, 30 minutes time frame. Let me use the corresponding time frame to show you. So that's my validation, invalidation, right? Now where am I selling from? Clearly, this is your liquidity engineering. Can you see it? So you put your entry. Your stop loss just above here, and target external range liquidity. These are external range liquidity, these are external range liquidity, and you are good to go. So this is what basically liquidity engineering is. It's not that deep. So your sweep of this eye. If you want to use structure, this is a clean structure to use. This is a clean structure to use. Do you understand? So yeah, that's that. We have our pattern complete here. So you can ask your questions. I think somebody said step 200. So my bro, you already do step 200. You do step 200 for them on YouTube. Step 200. You stop sharing your screen. Click share so that you do step 200. My boss. No, you are my ogre. Here's my phone. Is this still with us? Okay, maybe he's not here. So let me just go ahead with step 200. So go to time frame like the Mm, this kind of this kind of chart can be crazy sometimes. Mm. One thing I can tell you for sure is that price has swept this liquidity, and price sweeping it is not with a body close, right? Not with a body close, and it swept it and gave us a strong eye because there was a sweep of this eye, and there was a break of structure. Now, if you go to 1 hour time frame, you see a pattern because I'm already seeing it already clearly there. I'm already seeing the pattern clearly. So this is like something that happened. There was a break of structure here that gives you this structure liquidity. Well, this kind of trade setup are crazy. So let me just reduce it for hour to see what's so something like this price could actually go up and drop. But now where are you dropping to? Because price just took out that liquidity. What I'm doing is basically what's happened previously here, something like this. So price took out that liquidity and dropped. So price not necessarily do something like that, but be careful of these areas, these levels, um, these levels, in case they want to be a shift. So yeah, basically that's that. Nothing much, and the chart is really somehow not really that neat. You understand? Please, guys, let's join the Telegram so that we can start. So this is a liquidity engineering flip. This was a liquidity engineering that did not hold price for the sell, but later on came back there and bought from that level. So that's why I was talking about liquidity engineering flip. So that's liquidity engineering flip. So yeah, your questions in the question again. Before we call it a day, and any setup that you want me to still do. V10 one is at ETP. I shared it the last time, saying that I will be looking for buys. I was on a buy left already as at that time. So yeah, that this was the trade shared to everyone, and I think this side already EDTP set. This already EDTP. So let me go to the 1 hour time frame to just show you how I took that trade, why I took the trade, and how it played out. So this one is like something is a kind of setup that once he normally see does this because it's a kind of setup that you see before it happens, that kind of thing. So when price was here, this was what price has done. I saw that okay, price has given me a clean sweep to the down without breaking here already, but now giving me an internal structure. I don't know if that makes sense. Giving me an internal structure, right? And since price has given me an internal structure, sometimes price might not necessarily get to this price back. So I as well just come here back, enter your area of your PY and buy, and buy back. So that was the idea behind the trade. And if you look at this, after price came here, price still gave you another entry because now from this sweep of this low, this was a protected low. That's a protected low from this. Now, what will be your structural liquidity? Last low before protected low. Although I was not on my chart, but then again, I'm showing you this. So you can actually go to your lower time frame, let's say 15 minutes time frame, look for other blocks that have not been tested, levels that have not been used to now enter your trade. Okay, so clearly you could see one. So you can also just wait for price to come in. Or instead of waiting, now I'm giving you ideas on how to enter trades. Or instead of just buying blindly from this first point, you can also wait for a change of character again. So if you look at this, price give you a break of structure to the downside here, and this high was not taken out yet, right? So since that high have not been taken out, you will be careful with this. So if you look price broke structure to the downside again, after price broke structure again, what will now happen? This high now is not what you'll be looking out for. You'll now be looking out for this one to be taken out. So when price gave us this shift like this, so when price gave us that shift to the upside with a body close above, slightly above it, you now wait for what? Now this now becomes your what? Protected low. It becomes your protected low. What was your last low before the protected low? That was very evident. It's this low. So you can as well just buy from below or your other block from here. And you now, this one now, if you look, that was when the main move started, because you are not joining at the time that, okay, a lot of people or institutions are joining. I don't know if that makes sense. So this one now is not the confirmation entry, and poof, your TP hit, you're done. But if you were in this would have messed up with your psychology. You went in profit, came down, came back to your, almost taking your stop loss. Then this is a lot, but still eventually hit the TP. But this is more like will help your psychology more and better. I am in for that buy from there. What pair are you talking about? Toppy. Okay, from here, maybe from here, that's what you're talking about. That makes sense. That makes sense if that's the case. Any other pair for quality day? Really exhausted from work. I was stressed today. Really tired. Imolade, Imolade. Okay, my bro, you have to try and do step. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. Try and do step. Okay. Wow, you also took V75, V51S by also. Wow, makes sense. Makes sense. Try and do step 400. Step 400. And once you do step 400, I think that will be all for today. Except anybody says we should do any other pair. Hmm. This is also liquidity engineering. Hmm. Now, what can I see? Let me just delete all this. Sometimes I don't even like going too far. Sometimes I might just swim, then evaluation. Be careful. So it might as well just network. Check step 302. All right. Okay. So now from this, we have our clear liquidity engineering just resting here. So this might happen. I'm not saying that you should go and risk all your money on this. Apply come there and you just see that it just start dropping. And I think that's what my bro still have as from Zimbabwe. That's what he still has, this setup. So might as well just see tap in, drop. So step 300, I think that will be the last one done.
Step 3.
100. You can see your screen share. Is that
Hello? Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, I can see now.
Oh,
All
it's
right, so step 200.
step 3 or step 4?
Yeah, step 3, step 3.
Okay.
Starts from higher time frame then.
Okay. Okay. So what I am seeing,
Your screen has stopped sharing. Maybe you click something. Should I try sharing again? I think maybe it's network. All right. So clearly from step 300, then we had the sweep of this one. We had the sweep of that low. That left right. So from that observation, right? From this, from what I have on the bearish, right? So so let me try to see if I'll see sales. Yeah. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. You can as well just wait for the buy. But if you say you can't wait, you can as well look for sales. My screen isn't showing. back. We are back. So there was network. So yeah, this is the 1 hour time frame. So on this 1 hour time frame, so I just pick this liquidity engineering for a short time sell. You know, this 1300 is very volatile, so you have to manage your risk very well. So you had a break to the down. In fact, where price was reacting from off from previously was from this resistance level, which is a liquidity engineering. So price can as well do this, but if that doesn't happen, say sweep. So if that doesn't happen, this could happen. I wish there was any setup to maybe cover live, but there's none, and we can't force the market to give us setup. We have to just wait patiently to see ourselves. Okay, please check jump 50. I think I see a setup. Okay, jump 50. As the last we'll do. My setup is still ESF, so I don't think anything has changed. I don't think anything has changed. I'm not sure. Okay. This low, still thinking. If you look, this setup failed to price UTP. So yeah, basically this is what I have. There's a break also to the upside. Okay, there's a kind of reacting from this liquidity engineering here. This reacted off from here. But why I'm using this is because also okay, we can especially see that there's a structural liquidity just resting above it. Double low, equal low, price push to the upside. Still not really what I'm looking for. But this one below is definitely it. Maybe you can especially share what you're seeing on the buy from and what you saw and all that. Well, there's nothing much here. So that with that, please just like, share, subscribe. See you on Sunday again for the live session. Thank you, and God bless you. Have a nice day.